I wish he was still around. Well, he's around, but he's not
Fire's
singing.
still going.
All right, here we go.
Oh,
Joe?
no, not yet.
Joe, come on.
What do you want me to do?
Well,
You
tell
want me to
us.
cut the intro? You gotta be over here.
All right, I'm over here.
How's it look? I guess this is
I don't know.
Utterly Insane Productions.
Utterly Insane Productions. We're out in Madison, Wisconsin with our friend Woody,
Yep.
who's walking away from us now because I think he's camera shy.
Let's go to the other side.
And we're gonna tape him ranting. We have no idea how long we're gonna be here for.
No
or
idea
where this
what he's
may
going to
lead.
say.
Oh, and by the way, if you get offended easily,
Yeah,
you may want to stop watching before it starts. Because this is going to contain explicit content.
it's going to contain very
Watch and learn.
very explicit cuss words and probably a lot of political
You're
crap.
guaranteed to be offended.
Watch and learn.
And
Yeah,
this will
watch
be,
and learn.
And this will be a video that will be offensive,
Definitely offensive.
but it should be funny too.
You should laugh. If you don't laugh, something's wrong with you. That's for sure.
It looks like it's raining, so
Before you get that thing started, how do you want me to approach this? Or just,
no, that's nothing big, Wood. Just you do your thing, man.
I'm gonna sit out here and fucking rain.
I know the rain's not coming down now, so
That is a little bit.
not too bad.
I'm gonna drag one of my hillbilly chairs out there and sit in one of my line barrel chairs, so I'm not standing and running around all over.
Yeah, but you standing and running around in front of the camera and staying in one area just about as funny though, because you get pretty fucking animated.
Oh, you guys want me to move around?
Even when you're-
Well,
even when you're
let's do
sitting,
it this way, Woody. Here.
whatever makes you comfortable.
Yeah, like I was saying, I don't need a fucking Hummer to establish retirement or a fucking $60,000 bass boat.
He's got that on now. You remember we were talking earlier about some of that.
I can catch bluegill in a canoe. I can go to the grocery store in a fucking rust bucket. I'm comfortable with that. It's bought, it's paid for. I'm 51. I got a good, clean, long-term driving record. My insurance is cheap. I prefer to eat red meat when I sit down at the kitchen table, not ramen noodles, because I decided to buy a car or a truck that, with insurance, is the equivalent of my mortgage payment. Duh.
We were talking about some of the goofy
I'm good with an old shovel head. Panhead, knucklehead. Evolutions are pretty cool. I got nothing against twin cams or whatever, but me being, I like the old lead sleds, I'm sorry.
What are you sorry for? Ain't nothing to be sorry for.
Remember some of the stupid shit we were talking about? Some of the stupid shit we did. Remember the time we booked it and came back from Iowa and bought all those fireworks?
No, I was thinking more or less the time we was building rockets in your fucking bedroom, shooting them at the rail back
No,
there.
we were shooting them up the road.
We were shooting them up the road, but railback was right there. So we were setting them up, making them pop off at the top of the railback battery company when they were still over on East Washington.
That's the one that you worked at, right,
We ran
Jim?
out of fireworks. We took those engines, put them in a pop bottle,
Yeah.
lit those fucking.
Oh yeah, then shoot them down the street. Yeah, shoot them down the street.
And it went right up under that squad car that was coming down 5th Street.
me and Steve Wagner were all fucked up. We were over by Pitcher's Pub.
Remember what happened after
we
that?
each had a pocket full of mortars, and we're standing on the overpass. To leave the trailer park over Dalton's and go over to Sirloin Strip or Hook and How or whatever. And we're standing on it. That fucker, he decides to fucking light one and throw it back. But like I said, we was drinking. And here we are flipping fucking mortars at one another on the overpass, and fireworks are going off. People are going underneath it. Yeah, cops got called on that. We jumped in it, so he got this great big embankment. It was all mulberry bushes and fucking thick, and our fucking dumbasses went in there because we knew the cops wouldn't come in. I'm telling you what, I was so annihilated.
I
with
think that was
fucking
more stupid
mosquitoes.
than what we did.
Remember, kids, when you drink,
Don't try this at
you
home.
do stupid stuff.
Don't try this at home.
But after that went up on the car, we took off running. Thought it was safe to come back. We were wrong.
Oh my
The
God.
cops were standing there still talking to the women.
And we were up in Columbus, we were shooting off fireworks. I had my mom up there. That's when I had that great big yard party up there when I lived in Columbus over by the high school. And it was 4th of July, and we had permit. We were setting up fucking mortars and everything, and so my mom's sitting there in her wheelchair, and the fucking thing wouldn't go off to save my fucking life. And I'm like, so I went to go empty the fucking dud out of it. I suffered some hearing damage, so yeah, that kind of went up, and boom, and like I was right there, and like I come walking out of the smoke. I swear to God, I probably breathed out like Bill Goldberg. good old Bill coming out of the smoke. Yeah, breathing that smoke. Oh, that's basically how I look. My poor mom, she was holding on to the side of the rungs on her wheelchair like she's falling out of a fucking airplane. She thought I was going to come out of there headless.
You're in the habit of getting
I had a terrible ring in my head for about 3 days. So, here's my mother. You know all these numbers, Mom, sold out from all right, pick up your uterus.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you dropped somewhere. Pick that back up a real limb. God. Lonzo reminds me of that every fucking day.
Yeah, you suffer a lot of scars during the 4th of July, don't
Oh
you?
my God, yeah.
You get scars when you do crazy
I'm a
things.
more-
You got one from my daughter once.
So
Remember that one?
you're telling me that he's extremely lucky to have all of his extremities
What's
because of
up? Just got done.
because of your
Just got done telling you. That's so weird.
because of your
He's over there.
What?
This is what I hear.
What?
He's back there talking, and so this is what I hear. You remember Charlie Brown? Has he been censored from TV? Well, anyways, this is what I hear. Yeah.
No, I said because of all your wonderful drunken 4th of Julys, you're extremely lucky to still have all your extremities.
Well, no, I'm a fucking retard. I'm buddies with Steve Suter, and yeah, he's a very well-known motorcycle mechanic here in Madison. He runs a shop called Suter Speed Shop, and he holds a basic land speed record, world's fastest motorcycle on ice. His trial run was on Lake Wabisa. He got the world record on Lake Hayward. And his brother was Bob Suter. Bob Suter was portrayed in the movie Miracle on Ice back in 1983. And that was during he played with the Olympians, winning goal in overtime. In 1983, United States against Russia, and the name of the movie is called Miracle on Ice. That's his brother. His nephew is Ryan Suter. He plays for the Minnesota Wilds, NHL, and his son just a few years ago was inducted in the United States Hockey League, and he's that's Brandon. He's only 16 years old. I and Steve Suter have been friends for better than 25 years, and I highly respect the guy. He's always been super nice to me. But yeah, good old Steve. Yeah, and that's where my shop is kind of located over by him, so that's a TV show all within itself. Just that whole that whole ordeal over there. What were we talking about?
Your,
Me being
Fourth-
deaf or him over there sounding like Charlie Brown, you two, whoever's on the
your
other
4th
end
of
of the
July
receiver.
mishaps.
Oh, 4th of July mishaps?
We may have a
uh,
mishap as
like,
it is. I forgot to turn
Like
boom
the
mic on.
scars you've gotten from that, like from Ashley.
Oh yeah, well I challenged your daughter to fucking bite me in the... Bite me, she was
That
biting
was
on
a
me
big
and I said, I was lay into it, yeah. You kinda got me good down by Jimmy and the twins. I still got a good tooth, a couple of teeth
She drew
scars in
blood.
there. I'll
4 or
never
5
say that
years
again,
old.
that's for sure.
4 or 5 years old. Old drunken Woody sitting there telling jokes and picking on the kids, and he was like, "Bite me, bite me."
Oh,
Go
fuck
ahead.
yeah, she
You're
bit
gonna
the
bite
fuck
me
out of
right here, right on the inside of his thigh.
And out of nowhere nailed me.
He tells her today he's still got the scar.
Yeah, the promotional thing is, push it off on you guys, and let you guys go ahead and handle it.
We'll come up with something for you on that.
That'd be a good one. 4th of July
Not as
stuff.
bad as he
I
is.
got all kinds of scars. But, I just,
God, we got off so much fireworks in one day.
yeah, that was the other thing, picking on Harley. Yeah, it's, I got no Harley Davidson jacket, I got no Champ jacket, D-pocket. And, when you flip the, lining on the inside of the coat, it's holographic Harley Davidson, the big American flag in the back, or the bar and shield, American legend, and then you go to pick up the size tag on it, look on the back side, it's big Pakistan.
Yeah, what happened to that? You know, Walmart used to boast everything was made in the USA. Remember those commercials?
You know, the United States is a self-sustaining country.
Corporate.
Yeah, and you don't going to find many made in USA tags in Walmart anymore.
What are you saying? Wait for?
Huh?
What?
I didn't say wait, I said corporate.
Oh. The United States is a self-sustaining country. It should be a self-sustaining country. Us, that free trade embargo bullshit, the NAFTA bullshit and all that other crap, that was wrong. That gave every major corporation in the country reason to pack up and leave.
Yeah, Oscars is gone.
It ain't just locally. I mean, I'm talking just everything. You can't even go out and buy a United States flag anymore. Well, you can, because I got the ones that are made here, and well, so they say they are. But I mean, when you go to like Walgreens, Walmart, Target, local gas station, and you buy those little stick ones.
China.
God, fuck, dude, what's wrong with that? Christ, you get to go into China and look at their flags and, anything patriotic to this country, made in another country. Do you think you can go into another country like Russia, made in the United States? Are you fucking nuts?
Well, it's like Detroit Muscle's not even Detroit Muscle anymore. How much of that car is probably built outside of the United States?
Oh Christ, Harley Davidson, once you get into motorcycles and you get into the electronics of everything, or all the aftermarket bullshit, like, blinkers and grips and most of the time Ford controls and all the add-on, bolt-on shit, anything that has to do with that's all China.
Yeah.
That's all Mexico. That's all Japan.
Chinese,
or
Japan,
I'm not picking on the
Taiwanese,
Japanese. I'm
Korean.
sorry. I
Well,
own a Japanese-made motorcycle.
It doesn't matter. It's made somewhere else.
Iron
Here.
Maiden, if you're listening, Made in Japan works for me. I'm a fan of the 76 KZ1000 or the 74 Z9. Yep, absolutely. 71 Honda K1 750 single overhead cam.
Yeah, but they're not claiming that they're made in the USA.
No, those are the old classic Japanese inline 4 bikes. Those ones, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. If someone's got one in a garage somewhere, if you clean out the gas tank and change up the battery, it'll probably roll over.
Actually, things that say made in the USA now, they're not really made here, they're assembled here.
Yeah, or packaged.
More packaged. But
Yeah.
they're assembled, but we're using parts from other countries.
Yeah, which is
Anything
bullshit.
patriotic
It
to
is
this country,
bullshit.
that should be a
It's
big
total
no-no.
Think of it
bullshit.
this way. When Walmart first came out, Sam Walton is the one that started the Walmart franchise and started that,
Right,
that empire. He was extremely proud. You could walk into a Walmart store and there was a big fucking banner that said, made in the USA. And
There was a lot of
over
fucking banners.
90%
I
of
try
his
very hard.
stuff
I don't go out of my
was
way.
made in the United States.
I don't go out of my way, but I do go out of my way to be a little bit more aware that I do live in a great country. I'm proud of where I live. I'm proud of you know the God, what word is it that I'm God, there's a special word it is that I'm looking for. The fortunes that come with this country. Privileges that come with, I love my freedom.
Nothing wrong with loving your freedom.
I like the ability to be able to choose,
Right.
not have shoved down the throat.
Right.
Many men have died for
Well,
that.
let me tell you something. Taken away from free market, because that's what this country is. It's a free market society. It should stay that way. That's even on our health care bill. You know what I mean? The minute they said, health for all, you can't make that work. That just ain't gonna work. If I think free market is, the better way to go about it. But, the government should, make the insurance companies a little, more flexible so that people can afford insurance. And, I don't even know how to fucking get into that. All I can say is the minute you start taking control of something and telling people or making people do something it is that they don't want to do, that's an infringement on freedom of the free market choice, holding them accountable, holding them accountable for bullshit like that. That's called a dictatorship. That's socialism. That's bullshit. It is. When you got somebody saying take it or leave it, and you're going to take it, that's a dictatorship. I don't care how you slice that. Yeah, Nancy Pelosi running around with the fucking Bible. We don't know what's in the bill until after it's passed. Who the fuck? I didn't vote on that. Did you vote on that?
No.
Did you vote on it? Did you vote on that? Hey, did anybody vote on that? We can't even pass it. We won't know what's in it until after we get it. What? Who the fuck makes sense out of that? Do you buy a car, do you at least kick the tires before you take it on the test drive? Oh, no, not anymore. Now they got gumball machines you can buy fucking cars from and just have it sent to your fucking
Yeah, I've
house.
seen that.
You're talking about Carvana.
You won't take them, you won't, come on.
Yeah, that doesn't
Oh,
make
wait.
sense either. That's like the stupidest fucking idea ever.
I'm fucking
But you
stupid.
got 7 days
Looks like a
to
vending
try it
machine.
out. If you don't like it, give
It
it
looks
back.
like a vending machine.
that's
Pick out a
inconvenient.
car.
No, Carvana. They actually have
I don't
Yeah, I've
understand.
seen that.
vending
commercial.
machines
I don't. Yeah.
for cars.
So I even went there. I forgot what time frame I lived in.
You buy the fucking car online. They send you a token.
Yeah.
You go to the machine.
Or they'll
You
deliver
put
it to
the
you on a flat
token in
glass.
and pick your car.
Yeah.
Little plastic fucking rock that you got popped.
Bobby, I got a car.
So I don't like this one. Bing. I'm gonna go get me a new. Fucking
Usually get-
stupid as
What kind of car are you going to get when you do get it? It's made of lemon.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was fucking rich. I'm sorry, I forgot what time frame I lived in. Oh, let me finish. When was the last time you drove a car? Or drove yourself anywhere? I guess a better question, when was it the last time you paid for your own fucking airline ticket? And that's the way everybody fucking, Democrat and Republican. John Q. Citizen out here don't really give a fuck one way or the other. We all know that all politicians are in somebody's fucking back pocket somewhere.
Yep.
We're not as stupid as you fucking think we are. You're just hoping that we are. It's called diversions. All this fucking racist bullshit and all this religious bullshit. They want you to pay attention to that, so you're not looking at really what they're doing over here.
Exactly.
No, they want you to pay attention to that while they're picking your pocket back here.
That's a Benghazi thing with Hillary fucking Clinton at this point. What difference does it make when it comes to fucking, who is that, what do they call that when you're, you know, an ambassador, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ambassador Stevens. At this point, what difference does it fucking make? Oh, let's reverse that again. When I was talking about Mexico being an impoverished country and the United States being, you know, or I mean them being rich and us being poor, us going, how long ago would have it been before, you know, they would have put up a wall with using some common sense? Well, at this point, what difference does it fucking make? It makes a big fucking difference, because had it been you, and Mr. Stevens would have been standing there saying the same fucking bullshit that you are, how would your family feel about that? That's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. I agree.
I don't give a fuck what side you're on. That's fucking wrong. Or politics fucking playing each other one way or the fucking other. It's just fucking wrong ass fucking shit.
See,
President Trump's already been through his first term. You're not going to impeach him. It's talk to keep you thinking about something else. So just do your fucking jobs. That's all we want you to do. Republican or Democrat. Get off your fucking high horse.
Basically, they need to get
We matter. You guys already have your health insurance paid for. You guys don't have to worry about it. Your kids go to private schools. Your kids get armed security. You live behind fucking walls. You live behind gates and cameras.
Yeah, they all do.
yeah.
Secret Service
Christ, give me a fucking break.
wouldn't have a job if it wasn't for
Driving
That's
the
the thing.
drive the small people down, and you know,
That's the thing. Every one of us
rich
out
get
there-
richer, and you know, I just never underestimate the power of stupid people, especially in large groups, and when they're fucking hungry.
or pissed, or both. But that's the main thing about all the people in this United States, from the Mexico border to the Canadian border, from coast to coast. All we want is a fair wage, a good living, and to be able to say that we've got a roof over our head, food in our belly, and transportation that we need to go places. That's it. That's all we ever fucking
All I
want.
want to do is wake up in the fucking morning proud and go to bed with some fucking dignity is what I'm fucking getting with.
Yeah, exactly. And
That
right
fucking
now, that's hard to do
fucking
because of the
wayside,
fucking
that's
bullshit
fucking
in
bullshit,
Washington.
They
Well,
deserve more respect than that.
You got not just the bullshit in Washington, you've also got the bullshit going on in the world. Look at all the fucking cops that are killing people.
That's not in the world, dude. That's right here in the United
Well,
States.
that's what I meant, in here.
That's a power trip.
That is a power trip.
I mean, what happened? Did training stop somewheres?
No, it's just a power trip in the head.
Some of that's like, they're not trained properly. Or they're fucking stupid. Get a badge and say, oh yeah, I can do anything I want now. I got a badge, a gun, and a
Where the
stun
fuck did I
gun.
come up with taco protest?
I don't know. What the fuck?
It just sounds like your name.
Jesus Christ, man.
I'm just sitting here thinking about that. So where I come up-
What is encyclopedia?
Fucking
The Encyclopedia of Life.
yeah. Oh my God.
Sometimes he has his own
I'm gonna get
language.
fucking hate
It's a
mail.
wonder.
That's all right. You hate mail. You hate mail. I don't care.
We're gonna have to set up a special email address just for him.
Oh my God. Fucking too
Woody at
fucking
utterlyinsaneproductions.com.
Oh man. Absolutely funny.
Now that I said that, I better make it.
Yeah, you never know. People might be emailing him on that one.
Yeah.
It won't be hard to do.
I know it's not hard to do.
I've only used one of them so far.
We got an entire rail system in this country that's been fucking ignored.
Yeah, weren't we
Our
supposed to
roads
have
do
one
need
here?
to get fixed.
Weren't they
You know-
supposed to
you know
have one?
something?
From,
Many roads, bridges.
You know that the ingenuity of this United States, the people in this United States have enough ingenuity and enough smarts. We can build a high-speed rail.
yeah, weren't they supposed to
Hang
do
on,
it over by
hang-
Packers
hang
Avenue
on.
going to Milwaukee?
Hang on. We could
Well, the
build
problem with
a high-speed rail that doesn't use rails. Did you know the technology is there to use maglev
yeah.
trains?
I know.
And if you want us to build those, you can make those self-sustaining by using wind turbines and solar to power them. And did you know that those things, because of the way that track is designed, that those trains will travel at Mach 2 and you won't have the problem of hitting animals if you build them right?
They got
But they won't do it.
this is how technology, in my opinion, works. They're 10 years ahead of what they're selling you.
Oh, I know they are.
You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
boy,
know why
I
it
know
is,
they
don't
are.
ya?
And you know what's funny about it? I don't think anybody really thinks about movies and life. And this is why I say that technology is 10, 20 years ahead of what is being sold to us.
Let's see where it goes with this one.
William Shatner, this one's for you. Beat me up, Scotty.
Tricord, communicator.
The communicator. Yeah. Our
That's why I said that.
first flip phones.
Well,
Okay, so now we're gonna
Based
go.
on that
Let me get into it. Let me get into something.
No, go ahead.
Terminator.
Yeah,
All right.
good movie.
Now what are we working with? Drones.
Yeah,
And we're talking about
some kind of liquid.
no. We're talking about computers and shit
Artificial
becoming
intelligence.
self-aware.
Yeah,
Self-learning to be self-aware.
artificial intelligence.
All right. Well, Terminator. But how long ago was that movie? What, 1984?
80s, yeah, 80
84,
something.
86?
Yeah, something like that. 1984.
1980 something. Just say
Well,
that.
okay,
yeah, there you
well,
go. So you're quite
now
a few
where we
years
at?
Maybe 30 years ago.
Right.
Drones.
So,
With camera.
self-aware.
We got personal drones. In fact, I've got one.
You can sit back in the United States and man a fucking ballistic missile like you're playing a fucking Atari or a PlayStation or some fucking gizmo. I don't give a shit. But okay. So what was that movie that Matt Damon played in? So now you got that. What did they call that fucking thing up in the sky? It was where the rich people actually live.
Elysium.
Elysium.
That was a man-made
Right, so
artificial.
What happens when they get too
environment.
carried away with the space station? Is that what the ultimate goal is? While the rest of us peasants get to stay down here? Look how the movies are made. And then follow the course of life. Put in a correlation of 20 years. Star Trek, 1960s, beat me up. 1980s, Terminator, we're coming into 2020, and I'm talking about Elysium.
Yeah, no, yeah, I understand. But do you realize that, our government, George W. Bush actually said this during his administration about putting together a what Donnie's calling a Star Force now.
Yeah.
Do you realize we actually have an interstellar fleet? We have a fleet of vehicles.
Oh yeah,
that will
I'm sure.
and that can travel.
No, I'm sure that
from
they got bullshit up there.
One solar system to another.
I'm telling you, if you run into intelligent
We
life
have 'em.
up there, be careful what it is that you ask for. Maybe a burden to you when you get it. What movie did that come from? Jimmy Hoffa.
Yeah, he still hasn't been found,
Never.
has he?
Careful what you ask for. Might be a burden to you when you get it. Yeah, yeah. If you find IA up there or intelligent life,
Well, you know,
I wouldn't be poking any fun because it's been around longer than we have.
you know why a lot
Well-
of people think we're so advanced? You know why we're so advanced so quickly? A lot of it they think is theorists believe that it's reverse technology.
It's reverse engineered from the craft, the 3 crafts that crashed during the Roswell.
Well,
There wasn't
actually,
just the
not
one.
just Roswell. I mean, you know,
Well,
they
yeah, but I'm saying is
They got
it
other
wasn't
crashes,
just
other
one
places
that
where that
crashed.
shit's been
Yeah,
reverse
right.
engineered.
There were 3 ships that crashed that night. And you know why
That's
they
where,
came down?
initially, that's where fiber optics
I
came
mean,
from.
yeah,
was
think
the
about
reverse
you know
how,
engineering.
why
how some of this
do you know why those ships
technology
came down?
happens so fucking fast.
Yeah.
It's just unbelievable.
But you know why those ships came down? It wasn't because we shot them down. It was because our military was working with a new radar system. And when they turned it on, they focused it on those ships, and they brought those ships down because it disrupted them.
Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. I didn't hear anything about that.
Oh,
I
there's
doubt you
stuff
neither.
there's stuff on it. If you look deep enough into the web, you can find it.
Yeah.
But there was 3 ships that night, and the one at Roswell was the one that was damaged the worst.
Yeah.
And that's the one that our government took into custody, and that's the one that a lot of our technologies come from.
You
Yeah.
can't even get within. You can't even get close to that place.
No.
You know, there's a new Area 51
Yeah.
up in Wyoming.
Somewhere, yeah.
No, they moved it. They moved everything to Wyoming.
So they
The
say.
original Area 51
Remember,
basically now is just something to
keep people distracted.
keep
I
people
don't know.
distracted. You don't want to smoke? You said you smoked the last one.
Not yours.
Woody's got full flavor.
I'm all right now.
You know, and they moved everything to Cheyenne.
Oh, fine.
You good?
Cheyenne, Wyoming, man, and where NORAD's at.
Well, do you also believe everything that the government tells you?
Fuck no!
All right then.
I don't
My
believe
point
anything
proven.
the government
Well,
fucking tells me.
Do you think that they're gonna just totally abandon Area 51 and keep all the fucking security out there as just a cover? Probably not.
Yeah, actually, because that keeps the focus off of the other areas.
Right, but you know, you think they're just gonna waste all that space out there and not keep storage and not keep stuff out there while they still
Well,
have the security there?
they've got that base goes 40 fucking stories under the ground.
I'm telling you.
And I know that they have stuff stored there.
I
But
bet
the
you.
thing is, the reason they keep the hype on that one is to keep the focus on that one.
Well,
Lord, it's true.
I'm betting it's still active. I'm betting there's still activity there.
Oh, I'm not saying there isn't.
All right then. Point taken. Can't believe everything the government tells you, but yeah, there is. That's already been on TV and all
Big
over
time
those.
conspiracy, man.
That's already been on TV about the other Area 51 supposedly.
Yep, that's up in Wyoming. And then there's supposedly, they'll say New Mexico, which is just outside of Albuquerque, there's supposed to be an alien base there actually, which was discovered back in the 60s by our United States government. There's articles and stuff on that online too. But you know, I don't know if you really wanted to get off on this stuff, so
No.
No.
continue with what other stuff you were going.
You know, this is a self-sustaining country. It's, you know, we are a superpower. We should be a, you know, a financial, you know, we should be we should be if a country can be a financial empire, whatever it is that you want to call it, why complain about it, you know? I mean, you know, I have to use a stupid analogy, and this goes back to the Obama administration, where you kind of take yourself off a pedestal, or you're willing to succumb or be passive or passive aggressive, or cross my red line and pretend like you're going to do that, or you know, all that other happy hogwash. The industry isn't going to come back. You didn't build that, or you wouldn't have it. How belittling, you know? It's kind of like, well, you didn't build that. You wouldn't have built it if you didn't have some well, somebody had to build a fucking road to get there, you know? I mean, you just don't do shit on your own. The point that I'm trying to make is when you willfully take yourself off the top, or if you are militarily knocked off the top, this is the analogy. Remember the game King of the Hill?
Yep.
Yeah, that's
Well, they don't do that anymore because they're afraid someone's going to get poked in the eye. But as a little kid, that's a game that we used to play.
and you grew up just
And,
fine.
you know, the little kid at the bottom, you know, at some particular time finds himself at the top until some other kid comes by and knocks him back down to the bottom, and he's got to work back at the top. When you're running a nation, or when you are a great country like the United States, and for whatever reason, whether you willfully take yourself off the top or whether you're knocked off the top, do you know how many generations it takes to get back to the top if you do it all? The object is, once you're there, is to stay there. In my opinion, that helps create a very respected country.
Yeah.
And we should not be in the debt that we are in. That's fucking ridiculous. How about, what is our trip? What is it, 20 trillion?
Something like that. 24 trillion, some shit like that, I think they said.
How
it
in the
was.
fuck do we get out of $24 trillion?
Yeah. I don't
How
know.
in the fuck do we get out of 24? You just can't print money.
Like,
Can you?
No. Well, they do.
Yes,
But they
actually-
do.
I mean, I'm asking.
Yeah, but they do.
I mean, I'm asking. I mean,
Yeah, but they do. The
You can't
Federal
print
Reserve
money.
does. Yeah, they do.
at some particular time, it loses face value, doesn't it?
Oh yeah, the dollar.
Yeah, it goes down in value.
The dollar used to be.
I mean, wasn't there a
worth
time- I'm
lot
not picking
more than
on
some of
Canada,
the
believe me,
foreign
I-
money out there.
Canada's beautiful. I like Canada. Never been there, but you know, I like Canada. Canada's cool. But at some particular point, I remember that when you would go through your silver, you know, like quarters, nickels, dimes, you know, that kind of bullshit, they wouldn't take them because they weren't worth not enough to.
Right. Well, the Canadian dollar is probably worth more than the American dollar.
Right now.
Right. Right now. In
Yeah,
fact.
I mean,
That's just it. I know. I remember those days. You'd have a handful, and all of a sudden you got.
I don't know how that
nickel
whole
and-
configuration
Oh, we
goes.
can't take this.
For $24 trillion, how the fuck do you get out of that?
I don't know how we got into it,
Well,
much less get out of it.
hey, how did we
You
get
know,
into
I
it?
mean, they're
It's
supposed
easy
to be.
to go into debt.
Yeah, but they're supposed to be smart enough to run this fucking country.
Yeah, it's
How
easy
do
to
they-
go into
You know, you're supposed to be making these so-called budgets. Obviously, they're not following these budgets, or they don't give a rat's ass.
Oh my God, 20. How the fuck do you get out of that? You can't keep up with the flipping interest.
No, you can't.
Not on that kind of deal.
Christ, at some particular time, money won't be worth anything.
It's getting there. That's why people are collecting gold and silver.
Oh Christ, geez, now you sound like William Devane.
Well, I'm just telling you, it's true.
What's in your safe?
But it's the truth.
Ain't that good? Is that the guy who does those commercials?
I don't know, but I mean,
Ain't that who does those commercials? Those commercials, Mark?
Which ones?
Ain't that Devan?
I'm not certain.
What's in your safe? Buying gold from Roswell? Trying to make a commercial here. There's somebody else that does that.
you won't regret it. You might have a slight radiation problem, though. It might glow in the dark, but it's gold. Wait, are we sure?
What's in yours? He was a great actor too. I liked him. God, fuck. How many people? Why have they not remade the movie? Very good question. This is a great question. Why have they not remade the movie Soylent Green?
Soylent Green is people.
Stop it. Stop it.
You know, you're making fun of that.
That's where the fucking country becomes so overpopulated that it cannot sustain itself, so that you are giving basically, you're either being charged for the oxygen that you fucking breathe, or you got to turn yourself in for food process. So you get to live until you're like 35 or 40 years old.
Yep.
And then you have to donate yourself to food process. And if you don't donate yourself, they're going to hunt you down and they're going to donate you anyways. Who was the main actor in that movie? Charleston Heston? Wasn't that a Charleston Heston movie?
I don't remember.
Soylent Green?
But did you, I know you're making fun, but did you hear about the new thing that they're doing up in Washington State?
What's that?
They're allowing people to donate their bodies once they are dead. They can put it in their will to put their bodies into a compost so it can be processed into fertilizer for plants.
So it can be recycled.
Yep.
Oh God, so the next T-bone
And I'm not shitting you, dude.
Are you trying to tell me the next T-bone I eat
No.
could be one of my buddies?
Nope, not that bad.
Yeah, but the cows
We're
got
like-
to eat the. Oh, you're talking about fertilizer that just goes back into the ground?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. It's not like I haven't had a fucking sandwich at the local cemetery before.
Hey. Alright,
When
guys.
I was a kid, I used to pick night
Battery's
crawlers.
dying, man. This thing's gonna go in a minute.
Huh?
I got it.
Yeah, see, 1970.
I gotta switch out batteries.
What?
Gotta switch out batteries.
Okay. Why have they not remade that? Oh, I gotta quit. My fucking battery's gone, so's my
Yeah,
guts.
alright. Yeah. Break.